When you hear the word Viking, what comes to mind? Horned helmets? Brutal raids? Maybe longboats on icy waters? But what if I told you the real Vikings were astronomers, pharmacologists, gender rule breakers, and global travelers centuries before the Renaissance? Today, we'll uncover 7 mind-blowing Viking facts that schools never taught you. This is not your textbook Viking story. Welcome to a journey across frozen seas, blazing mushrooms, ancient Baghdad, and the undead. Sunstone navigation, the Viking GPS. It's the year 900 AD. No compass. No GPS, thick clouds block the sun. Yet Viking sailors are confidently crossing the North Atlantic. How? With what scientists now believe was a sunstone, a translucent crystal that polarized light, revealing the sun's position even when hidden. In 2013, a crystal was found in a 16th century shipwreck near Alderney, and it's believed to match Viking descriptions. These crystals helped Vikings sail from Norway to Iceland, Greenland, and even Vinland, modern-day Canada. Tattooed giants. In 921 AD, Arab diplomat Ahmed ibn Fadlan met the Vikings along the Volga River. What he described blew his mind. They are tall as date palms, covered head to toe in tattoos, animals, patterns, trees, from fingertips to neck. Wait, Viking tattoos? Most people think of tattoos as modern, but these Norsemen may have used charcoal and ash ink to draw runes of protection and power. Today, Viking burial sites show combs, razors, and grooming tools, proving they were more image-conscious than savages. Shield maidens and warrior women. For centuries, historians dismissed the idea of female Viking warriors as myth. But in 2017, DNA testing on a warrior's grave in Birka, Sweden, shocked the world. The grave, full of weapons and battle horses, belonged to a woman. She wasn't just a fighter, she was a military leader, confirmed by the burial arrangement and items. Old Norse sagas also mention Lagertha, a shield maiden who fought alongside Ragnar Lothbrok. Turns out, these stories may have had more truth than fiction. Vikings in Baghdad, the forgotten trade empire. Think Vikings only raided and stole? Think again. Viking merchants, known as Russ, traveled thousands of kilometers through Russian rivers, down to the Caspian Sea, all the way to Baghdad, capital of the Abbasid Caliphate. There, they traded furs, slaves, amber, and in return took back silks, spices, and silver coins. In fact, Viking graves in Sweden have been found with Arabic dirhams minted in Samarkand and Baghdad. The berserker drug theory. You've heard of berserkers, Viking warriors who fought like beasts, foaming at the mouth, seemingly immune to pain. But were they just brave? Or high? Some historians believe they may have used hallucinogenic mushrooms like Amanita muscaria, or henbane, to enter altered states of rage. Symptoms match: trembling, disconnection from pain, hallucinations, superhuman energy. Think of it like ancient Viking rage mode, chemically induced. Advanced Viking ship technology. The Viking longship wasn't just cool, it was a masterpiece. These ships could travel in shallow rivers and across oceans. Their symmetrical hulls allowed them to reverse instantly. And they were fast, 15 knots with the wind, faster than most European ships for 500 years. Even better? Vikings built them using oral knowledge, not blueprints. Just hands, eyes, and legacy. Viking ghosts and undead, the Draga. Ever heard of Draga? Viking undead that rise from graves to haunt the living. These creatures were believed to guard treasure, spread disease, or possess the living. The belief was so real that some Viking corpses were buried with stakes, tied limbs, or even beheaded, to prevent rising from the dead. It's one of the earliest forms of zombie mythology, 1,000 years before George Romero. The Vikings weren't just brutal raiders, they were engineers, traders, travelers, philosophers, and poets. They explored far beyond what most of the world imagined possible. And maybe, just maybe, we've only scratched the surface. So next time you think of a Viking, don't just picture a brute with an axe. Picture a man, or a woman, navigating by crystal, fighting on mushrooms, sailing to Baghdad, and tattooing their myths on their skin. If you've made it this far, it means you're truly interested, so let us know your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, take care.